issue. Every time he sneezes, I say that to him. Every time I sneeze, I say it to myself. So he should by now kind of understand that we're both doing the same thing. Been working hard for the last few days. One of those things. That's a major BS go down. Went to start the Jeep this afternoon about 3:30 to meet the mail guy before 4 because the packages were going to be too big to fit in the mailbox. And first time in over 6 years, it will not start. It cranks and cranks and cranks and cranks. It just doesn't want to even try and fire over. So I'm no sort of mechanic, so I don't know what I'm going to do. The problem is, it's right in front of the motorhome, and I wanted to be moving the motorhome here in the next couple of weeks. So, well, what you doing, Ruger? Just about ready to experience the sunset over here. The wind finally calmed down. It was too windy to record anything at all earlier today. One of the main things I did was, shit, I'm not going to be able to do that anymore either. I filled up the small propane tanks, and I used one of them to fill 8 of my 1-pound bottles, so I'm all ready for those. That'll last me less than a week once it gets really cold. And then the problem I was having with the solar panels just never went away. It never got better enough to lead me to believe that it was actually going to fix itself. And usually, when it did it before, both times it lasted 3 days and then it went right back to working. I don't know if you noticed, but I got there's 2 solar panels on the ground over there. One of those turned out to be the culprit. But up here on the roof, I've taken 4 of them down. Actually took 5 of them because I had 2 strings of 5. Took all 5 of them down and tested them all. And that first one that you see there, it's intermittent. When you check on the voltage on it, it should be right about 20 or so. It was intermittent. It would go down to 0 or 1, and then back up to 19 to 20, and then back down to 1, and back up to 20. So I figured that was what was causing the whole thing to not really work. So I put one of them back up here and made it a string of 6. So I got at least 6 panels up here on the roof. And I still have, like I said, I got 2 of them sitting here. So 6 on the roof. That means there's 4 missing. Well, the day I took them down, I brought 2 that I knew that worked over here and bolted them onto the frame. Get juice. I'm going to take that one panel that's still good and hook that up over here too. The charge controller I have works for 30 amps, and this is putting out at the most, it's way under 30 for 4 panels, so. Absolutely gorgeous day. Gorgeous. I think the high got to like 88. What is it, Ruger? What is it? Been like that for like last 3-4 days. Highs around 90. Supposed to be like that for the next week. Highs around 90. Some days a couple degrees above, some days a couple degrees below, but right around 90 for the next week. So that's really tough to take. One of the main things that was coming in the mailbox that I wasn't able to pick up today was some of that rodent repellent that G-Bear from G-Bear's Off-Grid Homestead in the Desert channel was talking about. I ordered it from Amazon. I think that's what happened to the Jeep, was lice finally got in there and ate up something that's making it so it doesn't want to start. I've looked everywhere that I can look, and I don't see any chewed wires at all. I do have lots of mouse crap inside of the Jeep, but that's been like that for quite a long time. And no matter what I do, I just don't seem to be able to drive them out of there or catch them, or I mean, they'll crap right on top of the mousetrap and then walk away. So, now, yep, cleared out some more of the, I call this a driveway, because that's what I had to put in here for, was being able to get back in there and out. Drove the motorhome in there without an actual road there, but since then, a year ago, last April, I had the guy come out and scrape it out good with his skid steer thing. Jeez, I thought the gnats were gone. It's not going into my ears, but they're landing on my arms. Well, somebody's getting tired. Slept inside the house all day today. Wouldn't come out at all when I wanted to go outside, or yeah, just another gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day out here. I tell you, you're a true Arizona when you say it only got up to 90. Because 90 feels so beautiful around here. And I'm sorry about the camera shaking, but I can't just stand still and film. Gotta move around. And my back is not such that I can walk smoothly anymore. Not even close. Sitting out here, enjoying the day. And it took me a couple of days to get up there and figure out which string it was that was working, which one wasn't working. Disconnect it, make sure that the ones that were still hooked up were still working before I removed them. And then I had to climb up and down, and that was like 4, 5, 6 times up and down the ladder up onto the roof to do all that. And another 6, 7, 8 times to take down 5 panels back up and down the ladder. That was 2 days worth of work that I had to do there. First day my back was saying, you better stop. So I stopped, I listened to it. As far as having to hook up the solar panels properly, all summer long I was operating on half of my normal wattage, or not all summer long. It actually started, we had 2 really hot days of 115 degrees. 2 really hot days of 115. And the next morning it never registered enough electricity again. It didn't rain those 2 days. It was a little bit humid, but 115 burns off all that humidity. I don't know if it wasn't officially 115, but that's what it got to according to my trusty $4.99 Ace Hardware thermometer that I've had outside since I got here, or almost since I got here. But like I said, I was operating on. I was operating on half of the expected wattage, and with winter coming, that's going to cut that in half again. And I would not be able to do that. That would not be a very fun winter for me. So I had to get something going. So right now I have 10 panels working. These work till well after the batteries are in float for the day, and then the sun goes down and they're in the shade, so don't really need them then. Now, and depending if I get the motorhome moved or not, I'm going to move them over to the other side over there. So I won't be getting any shade at all. I got 10 of them hooked up now. Tomorrow I'm going to move these around a little bit and come out and put up the other one. So I'll have 5 on here and 6 on the roof. That's 11. That should be more than enough to get me through, but of course there were times last winter when I sure could have used another 48 panels. You know, it's one of those things. On the days that actually I could have used more batteries than panels. On those days when it was just weeks when it was cloudy for a week on end. You get some electricity through it, but not enough to operate a household, and I've already rationed it down that a lot of the time I was having to do almost all my stuff on a 10-watt laptop computer. Little tiny laptop, 14-inch Dell, 32 megabyte hard drive. Ooh. Oh wait, 32 gigabytes, sorry. Yeah, 32 gigabyte hard drive that cannot be upgraded. But it worked. It got me through last winter, and it worked beautiful. And it was nice that it only used up 10 watts on the days and the weeks when I wasn't getting any electricity at all. And like I said, I had the TV operated, would suck maybe 25 watts. And this winter I'll be able to operate my propane refrigerator, so I won't need to be running that little electric one all winter long. I'll wait until it gets cloudy before I unplug that and switch over. And I'll just leave it like that until the springtime comes. This crack is slowly getting worse in this little Warrow's arm. I can't believe it hasn't totally fallen off yet. What you doing, Ruger? What is it? What is it? What is it? Alright, you guys take care. It was a fun day.